Get ready, guys. It's time for the live MMT evaluation of ZHA 2. I never saw ZHA, but if you're unfamiliar with this film, as I was prior to about a week ago when it debuted here in the States, this is China's biggest ever animated film. I believe now it's the #1 animated film ever, all time. Let's show you a bit of the trailer, and then we'll get into what makes this film one of the best visual animated films ever. It's ZHA 2. Here comes the trailer live here on MMT.
哪吒，好久不见呐！你愿与老夫一同出征否？
这家我最擅长。我乃哪吒三太子。
瞧，一身正气。
能降妖来，化作尸，排斥，收你们来了。
So what you're seeing right now is kind of the goofy stuff of the movie. Early on, it's got more of the cartoonish, dare I say, like a DreamWorks or a, Illumination kind of feel to it. But as the film progresses, you really get into this visual splendor of the world that is created here, and you can see some of it here as the trailer unfolds. Here's the thing. When I recommend this film, it is 100% as a visual feast, okay? This film looks like $1 billion, okay? It's almost to $2 billion, I believe, right now, if not over the $2 billion mark. But immersively, 3D here is some of the best I have seen in a very, very long time. Maybe all the way back to 2012 when we had all those organic 3D films such as Great Gatsby, Prometheus, Dread 3D. This, from an animated perspective, this looks lights out. I mean, this is one of the best looking animated films ever, and that's why we are recommending this film. Now, as far as a screenplay, if you've not watched the original, there's a very good chance you're going to be lost for like the first half hour, and you're going like, I'm not really sure what's happening here. Everyone's fighting one another. There's a lot of fights. It's fight overload. And you notice for the first time, we have a thumbs up and a thumbs down, because this is going to go either way for you. For me, at times, too much, thumbs down. Then over the back half of the film, I was thumbs up on the fight. So I'm kind of split on the fights, but again, as we build and get to the larger battles and the atmosphere grows, all of that makes the film more impactful over the back end of it. I think one of the issues of the film is it's over long. It's 2 hours and a half. It's a long time to sit. Again, the visuals will hold you and keep your interest throughout. I'd much rather watch this than any additional Avatar film for the remainder of time. If there's a ZHA 3, I'm in, because this film, from a visual standpoint, will knock you out. I give it an 89%, a high B+. The visuals are well into the A. But again, the story might have you going, okay, I've seen enough fights. I'm ready to go. So I'm just being as fair to the film as possible. I understand why people like it, especially there's a lot of messaging in there about the West, about China and their values, right? There's a lot of that going on. So you can find whatever you want out of this film. It'll be there for you. I recommend you see it in 3D.